Why does pumpkin pie crack? To get to the bottom of it, know that it is due to overbaking. However, it is best to consider many things. For starters, the eggs are what thickens the pie filling. Because of this, they solidify as they heat up. And this is the reason why the pumpkin pie filling becomes creamy. Also, keep in mind that the pie's filling began as a thick liquid into a semi-solid filling. Why does pumpkin pie crack? For the most part, the leading cause would be overbaking the pumpkin pie. Always remember that pumpkin pies will continue to bake once you take them out of the oven. That is why it would help to follow the baking time accurately, especially if stated in your recipe. In so doing, you will stop the pumpkin pie from cracking. Moreover, it would be best if you always baked at the right temperature. In this regard, be sure to preheat the oven. Then, make sure to bake the pumpkin pie. In addition to that, you can utilize an oven thermometer. Using it will guarantee an accurate temperature. Additionally, if you cool the pumpkin pie too soon, it will indeed create cracks. Please keep in mind that you should achieve a slight jiggle in the middle. So before serving, be sure to allow the pumpkin pie to reach room temperature. In addition to that, you can cool the pie in the oven, considering that it is off. Also, let it slowly cool with the oven door half open. How to keep pumpkin pie from cracking? For starters, to keep pumpkin pie from cracking, search for a recipe that features toppings. Preferably, try a fluffier topping. Likewise, you can add some crunch with chocolate-covered toffee. Also, never fret since you can fix a cracked pumpkin pie. Plus, there are some delectable ways to disguise them. For one thing, you can turn leftover pie crust scraps into leaves. In addition to that, you can create seasonal shapes with your cookie cutters. With this, make sure to brush the cutouts with egg wash. Afterward, ensure to bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Likewise, you can bake it at what temperature you baked your pie. Though, please bake it for around 10 minutes only. Or bake it till golden brown. Moreover, be sure to put the baked pastry cutouts over the pumpkin pie's cracks. Doing so will add a beautiful display. Additionally, you can cover the whole surface of the pumpkin pie with whipped cream before serving. Apart from that, you can add a large dollop to the pie slice. Tips and tricks. The most effective approach to guarantee pumpkin pie success is to identify when you have baked it completely. By observing and doing it countless times, you will gain plenty of experience. Bear in mind that you should never overbake it. Always keep in mind that the pumpkin pie will resume baking once it is out of the oven. For that reason, you should take it out before it is ready. Also, please take note a completely baked pumpkin pie will appear quite solid and domed around its edges. In addition to that, it must be soft in the middle. Though, bear in mind that it should not be sloshing like Jell-O. Moreover, the center ring can be relatively larger if you bake in a ceramic or stoneware pan. Keep in mind that it maintains the heat long after your pie is out of the oven. Furthermore, it may frustrate you at times when you take that pumpkin pie out of the oven. It is indeed relatable, especially when its middle does not set. Do not worry because all you need to do is to leave it on the counter. After that, you will notice that the edges will settle and the middle will appear firm. Besides, it usually takes a couple of hours to cool it thoroughly. How long does pumpkin pie last? In most cases, a freshly baked pumpkin pie will last for around 3 to 4 days in the refrigerator. That is why it would help to cover loosely with cling wrap or aluminum foil. Besides, pumpkin pie is exceedingly delectable when you serve it cold. Although, if you prefer warm, you can always take it out of the refrigerator. Make sure to do so for several hours. In so doing, it will gradually come to room temperature. Moreover, to check for the pumpkin pie's freshness, it would help to look for any off smell. Likewise, you can tell spoiled pumpkin pie by searching for any molds. If any of the two indications occur, do not hesitate to throw the pumpkin pie. Freezing your pumpkin pie. Before anything else, is it okay to freeze pumpkin pie? Of course, you can undoubtedly freeze it. Please note that frozen homemade pumpkin pie will remain good for around a month. Talk about prepping for Thanksgiving. So how do you freeze it safely? First of all, you should bake your pumpkin pie in a disposable aluminum pie pan. Doing so prevents ice crystals. Then, make sure to cool your pumpkin pie altogether. By doing this, it will stop affecting the crust's texture. Remember to seal the pumpkin pie tightly with many layers of cling wrap. After that, make sure to wrap one layer of foil. It is essential to do these since it will provide additional protection to the pumpkin pie. Afterward, put the pumpkin pie on a level freezer shelf. Keep in mind that it is where the pumpkin pie will remain good for around a month. Furthermore, it is essential to take out the pie from the freezer, including its coverings. Not only that, but also make sure to defrost it in the fridge for about 12 hours. Keep in mind not to do it immediately on the counter. The main reason is that it will result in a soggy crust. Finally, cover up any blemishes with whipped cream when you are about to serve the pumpkin pie. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.